One west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. One west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. They ain't scaring me. Rip the soul out of Pharisee. Speaking heresy, it get you fucked up apparently. It's like they daring me. I said chill, they ain't hearing me. They ain't listening. Every bar nitroglycerin. Hit your heart, bring it back to start, make you live again. Get them dividends or we start getting ignorant. I be on that soldier shit. I told you shit phenomenal. Nah, but the abdominal. So what you suckers trying to do? Rhyming comical, guess it's funny until I'm bombing you. Bring apocalypse to them pussy niggas that's popping shit. Team of all-stars, I coach them up like I'm Popovich. Fuck the politics and the lobbyists and apologists. They vagina, so we gon' check them like gynecologists. It's kinda obvious how the situation is ominous. The way I vomit this and regurgitate for the audience. They start applauding this cause the competition is fraudulent. From the era where niggas smoke you up like a parliament. The flow been stupid, shit has gotten retarded since all the dominance. One West rising to prominent. Cause I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. They want a nigga quiet, mute my maneuvers, but I ride like I got Groupons for Uber. Rhymes hard like they've been viewed by Medusa. 9 milli Luger, 17 in the Ruger. Only need a few to sit up in your medulla. Obligata for the regatta, niggas wildin', they win every dollar. They riding by black Impalas, let the semi holler. A showstopper, been a stopper since the teeny bopper. But now I'm going them off Patron, premium of vodka. I put extensions on the Glock, modify the chopper. The swore heavy, war ready, and that's working mama. No marijuana, say I got the loudest silence on it. When I'm up on it, ain't no rapper do it like I do it. A lot of spitties and writers, but when they eat so, none of them can get to the fire. But ran with me, and I had them niggas spin like a tire. Down the deep, and I'm still dope as a piper. Every bar burn hard like a spoon with a lighter. Fuel igniter, I'm winning, coming through with the title because UPK. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me.
Hey, Shalom, Israel. This is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana since 1969. Salaki. We are not affiliated with any other Hebrew Israelite group. We are the home of the truth. And what we do is we teach so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans their true history, heritage, and culture according to the Bible. Right? We teach that so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the true Israelites according to the Bible, and that we have to come back and keep God's law, statutes, and commandments. You understand? And part of the law, statutes, and commandments is keeping God's laws. You understand? A lot of times, like the Christian church like to tell you that the law is done away with. You know what I'm saying? Like that we don't have to keep God's laws. You know, the law is done away with. We can do what we want to do. You know, they think that, you know, loving your neighbor is just, you know, just being nice to one another. I mean, when I say being nice, meaning like smiling. And when the pastor says, lean towards your neighbor and say, you know, happy Sunday or happy Easter or happy Christmas or happy Halloween, then that's fulfilling that's loving your brother. That's loving your neighbor. But that is not loving your neighbor according to the Bible, man. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Loving your brother is not having hatred towards your brother.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not sleeping with your brother's wife. Not coveting of what belongs to your brother.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Loving your brother is not, you know, stealing from your brother, not murdering your brother. You understand? That's not doing those things is the fulfillment of the law. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord loves the children of Israel. He loves us. So he will want us to do right by each other, man. Loving one another. You understand? That's love. You know what I'm saying? And if the Lord loves us, then if we're loving one another according to what God says, then that is fulfilling the law, because he gave those laws to us because he loves us and he wants better for us. He wants right for us. You know what I'm saying? So without further ado, we're going to go right to it, man. We're going to get right into it. Let me get Genesis 4:1. You understand? First of all, we're going to show you what isn't love, man. You understand? We're going to go right into it from the jump. When I'm jumping the gun. When Cain, right? Cain and Abel, man. Did Cain show love to his brother Abel? No, he didn't. Right? We'll get right into it. You got that? Most High in Christ.
Come on. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 4, verse 1. And Adam knew Eve, his wife.
Right. Go ahead.
And she conceived and bare. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
And bare Cain, and said, I have gotten a man from the Lord.
So Adam and Eve had a child, and they named the child Cain, right? And Adam is saying, okay, I got a man child. I got a man child from the Most High God, right? Right? And he named this his child Cain, right? Go ahead.
Come. Verse 2. And she again bare his brother Abel.
So then they had another child, right? And the child his name was Abel, right? Go ahead.
Come. And Abel was a keeper of sheep.
Right. Go ahead.
But Cain was a tiller of the ground.
Go ahead.
Verse 3. And in process of time it came to pass that Cain brought out of the fruit of the ground an offering unto the Lord.
Right. Go ahead.
Verse 4. And Abel, he also brought of the firstling of his flock.
Right. So Cain brought forth the from what he tilled from the ground, right? And Abel brought forth the finer, the best fruit, the best sheep, the best, you know what I'm saying, the best offerings that he was gonna that was of his flock or of his gathering. He brought the best of that, right? And Cain, you know, he didn't bring the best of it. You know, he tried to save some of those good things. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to save some of the best things he had and just give the Lord some of the weaker things. You know, if it was a sheep, you know, he didn't give the Lord the best sheep. He gave the Lord the weakest sheep, the weak animals. You know what I'm saying? He gave him the things with blemish. You understand? But Abel gave the Lord the best of what he had. You understand? The best fruit, the best animals, the best sheep, the best lamb. Right? In other words, he gave the Lord his all. You understand? He loved the Most High God. Abel loved the Lord, so he gave the Lord the best of what he had, man. And spiritually, that's what you want to do as a so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American. You want to give the Lord everything that you have, man. And what I mean by that also is, you know, don't give the Lord, I'm gonna say it like this: don't be half-assed with the Lord.
Right.
You understand? Be all in with the Most High God.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? If you want to come to serve the Lord, you know what I'm saying? Come to serve the Lord. You know what I'm saying? And don't drag your feet when you're trying to serve the Lord. Don't be all lazy and not wanting to do the work of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Don't be, you know, lazy when it comes to helping your brother. Don't be, you know, love your brother, man. You know what I'm saying? And choose and prefer them. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be out in the world, not want to serve the Most High God, not want to love your brother, love your neighbor. You know what I'm saying? And how do you do this, man? You seen your brother struggling. You seen your brother who has need. You know what I'm saying? And you don't go and you have it, and you don't want to help your brother. You don't want to, like, you see a brother who's homeless and he's poor. You know what I'm saying? And he don't have much. And you walk right past that brother like, well, you know, I mean, it is what it is. And you go in the store and you buy, walk right past that brother and you buy up all the chips and things like that. Walk outside with sodas and you don't offer your brother anything. You don't give him what he needs, man. You know what I'm saying? You're not giving, you're not serving the Most High. You know what I'm saying? You're not loving your people. You're not loving your nation, man. Loving your brother. You know what I'm saying? When your brother needs help, man. You know what I'm saying? But Slaka, go ahead.
Come on, sir. I'm gonna let him know who he had about himself.
Go ahead. That's what.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 4.
Genesis.
Come on. Chapter 4, verse 4. And Abel, he also brought of the verse 4. And Abel, he also brought of the firstlings of his flock,
right,
and of the fat thereof. And the Lord had respect unto Abel.
Right, the Lord had respect unto him because he's actually doing what the Lord wants him to do. You know what I'm saying? He's bringing forth good fruit. He's bringing forth righteousness, man. He's fulfilling the law, right? Because he loves the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? And he's keeping those commandments. He's giving his best to the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Come. And the Lord had respect unto Abel and to his offering.
Right, go ahead.
Verse 5. But unto Cain and to his offering he had no respect.
He didn't have any respect. Why didn't he have respect? Go ahead.
And Cain was very wroth. And his countenance fell.
Right, he was mad. Like he looked at Abel too. He was looking at Abel and like, man, this dude, this brother, he didn't brought, you know, he didn't brought his best to the Lord. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and now the Lord looking at my stuff, and he's like, Lord, the Lord ain't accepting it. And I'm mad. I'm angry. I'm angry at Abel. I'm angry at the Lord. And I feel, you know, he's feeling like, you know, he didn't fulfill what the Lord wanted, right? And of course he didn't, because he didn't bring forth the things that the Lord asked for, right? Go ahead.
Verse 6. And the Lord said unto Cain, why art thou wroth?
Right, go ahead.
And why is thou countenance fallen?
Right. No sweet.
Verse 7. If thou doest well.
If you do what?
If thou doest well.
No, if you do bad.
If thou doest well.
No, if you drag your feet when you're serving the Lord.
If thou doest well.
Right, go ahead.
Shall thou not be accepted?
Right. If you do well, man, you're gonna be accepted, man. That's what the Lord's telling Cain. If you do what the Lord is asking you, you're gonna be accepted, man. But if you don't, then you're gonna be angry. You're gonna feel like, you know, man, I feel defeated. I feel like I'm just like when you read in the book of Deuteronomy, you see the curses that took over so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, you might feel defeated in the world. You feel like you can't get ahead, right? You feel like, yeah, because we are falling, we are not keeping the commandments, man. You know what I'm saying? We're not doing well. We're not keeping those commandments. You understand? We're not loving our brother. You understand? Right. Cain has a spirit on him. Cain's spirit is he doesn't want to love the Lord. He doesn't want to love his brother, and he's blaming everybody else but himself, man. If he did, the Lord is telling him, if you did well, then you would be accepted. Right? Go ahead. No sweat. Right? If you do well, then you will be accepted, man. But if you don't do well, then you're gonna see exactly what you get, man. You're gonna get exactly what you put in, man. You know what I'm saying? The Most High God, you know, He requires something of us, and which is what? It's to keep those law, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? And love your brother, man. Love the brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? And instead, you know, you're going to be blaming your brother because you didn't want to serve the Lord, man. And that's exactly what Cain did. That's exactly what your oppressor does, man. You know what I'm saying? So, like, go ahead.
Come on, sir. Verse 7. If thou doest well, shalt thou not be accepted?
Right, go ahead.
And if thou doest not well, sin lieth at the door.
Right. If you don't do well, if you don't keep these law, statutes, commandments, if you don't show brotherhood and loyalty to the Lord, to God's laws, then sin is at the door, man. It's eventually you're gonna find that something's gonna be in you, where you're gonna start to hate your brother because your brother might be fulfilling that law. Your brother might be loving his brothers, man. Instead, you not keeping God's laws, and therefore now you have some hatred built up for your brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? Because now your brothers are starting to be accepted of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? And now you have a hatred for your brother, and sin is at the door. Now, what does that mean? Sin is at the door. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me get let's see where I want to go. Let me get Genesis 27:41. You know what I'm saying? Sin is. Let me show you what sin being at the door looks like, man. Sin at the door is you having hatred towards your brother, and eventually you killing your brother. This is what you see in the world, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Brothers, like, for an example, brothers, you know, the brothers in the hood, you heard a lot of stories about brothers wanting to lay with another man's rib, right? Like, he wants to lay with another man's rib, and then he goes and lays with that brother, lays with that brother's rib, and the brother ends up getting murdered over that, right? The brother finds out, and he goes and kills that man. You know what I'm saying? Because he, first of all, he was coveting that man's rib, right? He coveted that man's rib, and what happened then? He went and fulfilled his lust with another man's rib. You know what I'm saying? So the sin was at the door. It grew. It was started off. First of all, it started off in his mind. You understand? It began in his mind. That's like where all sin begins. So where Christ was telling you in the book of Mark 7:21, when he was telling you that sin. Evil thoughts come out of a man's heart. You know what I'm saying? Covetousness, lasciviousness. You know what I'm saying? Adultery, murder. You know what I'm saying? These things that come out of a man's heart, out of a man's mind. You know what I'm saying? So Christ, the Most High God, was telling Cain that sin comes out of the door. Sin is at the door because he has something in him that's going to bring forth evil. You know what I'm saying? It's going to bring forth hatred towards his brother, hatred towards his nation. You understand? And this is what you see in our neighbor, in our communities, man. When we don't keep those laws, statutes, commandments, evil begins to brew in our minds, and therefore we start to act. We fulfill the things that's in our flesh, man. We fulfill those acts that we have in our mind. You understand? Go ahead. You got something?
Yeah, sir. What you bring to the table is heavy, sir. Barbershop, if I could.
Oh yeah, you can walk here.
This reminds me of the story when King Saul was the king of Israel, man.
Uh-huh.
The Most High set for him to do a mission, and he failed it. And then look what happened to him. Right. You know, sins just started coming at his door.
Right.
And then he started having hatred for King David.
That's right.
Because King David was a just man that wanted to follow the Most High's heart, man.
Right.
You can't fill your heart with jealousy because you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing.
That's right.
You have to look up to that person that the Most High chose to be over you then, man.
That's right.
You have to succeed in your life like the Most High wants them to succeed in their life.
Right.
It's a brotherhood thing. That's why we say brotherhood is a weapon.
That's right.
You're only as strong as your weakest one, man.
That's right.
So in Israel, we don't want no weakness.
That's
so
right.
We push all of our family members to do the best that they can do, serving the Most High by following these laws, statutes, commandments to the T, man.
That's right.
Life, so.
No, you swap, man. Most High Christ. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
good shit. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? So this is the spirit that Cain has, right? This is the spirit that Cain has on him, man. He's looking at his brother. He didn't fulfill what the Lord required of him. Right. So therefore, you know, he had a jealousy or a hatred built up for him towards his brother. You understand? This is what we see in our communities, right? Due to the Christian church telling us that the law is done away with. You know what I'm saying? If the law's not done away with, if the law's done away with, then now we're looking at now, you know, we don't love our brothers, man. And as a matter of fact, you know, the Christian pastor drives around with a nice fancy car, right? But you don't feel jealousy for him, right? You don't be upset with him. You look at your pastor and say, "Oh man, he must love the Lord. He must know God because he has a nice car and a fancy suit on. You know what I'm saying? And fancy what's that, cufflinks? You know what I'm saying? He must be a man of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? But your brother next to you, now you have a hatred towards your brother in the church because they might be doing better. You know what I'm saying? They might have something better. And you know what? Another thing, the brother that's doing better, they don't go turn around and go back and help their other brothers that's not doing well. Right. You know what I'm saying? it's not love for your nation in the so like yes to walk.
Shalom, Lord of Christ.
Shalom, Lord Christ. Son. You don't want shalom, Officer Razan. I see you now.
Salaki, good to see you, brother. Salaki, for interrupting. Go ahead, sir.
No sweat. So you know what I'm saying? That Christian church, man, they'll have you not having that brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? They don't have that spirit of brotherhood, that spirit of Christ, loving your brother, loving your nation. See, Christ did a lot for his people. Christ did a lot for his brethren. You understand what I'm saying? Whenever his brother needed something, he helped them. He helped heal them. He helped bring them, make them whole. You understand what I'm saying? He didn't leave them struggling and dying. You know what I'm saying? And with diseases, and you know what I'm saying? That's what you got to be as a so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American, as a priest of the Lord, man. As a man that is for his brothers, man. A man that is for his nation. You know what I'm saying? Helping your brother, building your brother up, bring your brother back to a whole man, a whole person. You know what I'm saying? When I say a whole person, meaning like, you know, a brother may be struggling with something. He may be struggling with you know, things like, you know, drugs. Maybe he's struggling with porn. Maybe he's struggling with whatever the case may be, whatever sin it is. You know what I'm saying? And he comes back and he helps his brother. He helps his brother, he bears his brother's burdens, man. He helps his brother get off those things. He shows his brother how not to do those things. Not tell him, you know, you shouldn't smoke cigarettes. You shouldn't watch porn. You shouldn't commit adultery. You shouldn't lust after another man's rib. You know what I'm saying? That spirit right there. That's brotherhood, man. And when you fulfill those things, you fulfill the law, man. You understand what I'm saying? That is the spirit of brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? So, like, where was we at?
Genesis 27:41.
Yeah, let me get that.
Come. This is Genesis chapter 27, verse 41. And Esau hated Jacob.
And Esau hated Jacob, right? But why did he hate Jacob?
Because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him.
See, Esau hated Jacob. This is your oppressor, man. Your oppressor who has the spirit of Cain, he hates Jacob because he hates Israel. He hates so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans because of the blessing that was given to us by our forefather Isaac, right? Which is of the Lord, man. The Lord gave us this blessing. The Lord preferred us. The Lord chose us. You understand what I'm saying? The Lord chose us, and Esau has a spirit on him that makes him hate us. He has a perpetual, like Ezekiel 35:5 says he has a perpetual hatred for us. He has a perpetual hatred. It means that he's been hating us forever, man. Right? He's been hating us since the beginning. Right? You understand? Go ahead.
Come. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand.
Right. So when Isaac dies, what is he gonna do?
Are you gonna continue?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Then will I slay my brother Jacob.
What is he gonna do?
Slay my brother Jacob.
What did Cain do to Abel?
Slay my brother.
Right? He slayed. Yeah, no, he's wild. He slayed. He's just like Esau. Esau has this spirit, right? Esau has this spirit in him as the same spirit as Cain. You understand? Esau had the same spirit that Cain had, right? Towards his brother. You understand? And this is the spirit that you don't want. You don't want the spirit of Cain like Esau has. Esau has the spirit of Cain. He hates his brother, right? Because of his blessing. Because the Lord preferred him. You understand? And that is an evil spirit to have, man. You don't want to have the spirit of Cain. You don't want to hate your brother. You know what I'm saying? You want to keep those laws, statutes, commandments. You want to love your brother, man. When your brother's doing wrong, you want to correct your brother. That's right. You understand? To sum up what I've been saying. When your brother's doing wrong, correct your brother. And you got to keep those commandments too. If you claiming you love your brothers, if you love the nation, if you love so-called Black, Hispanics, Native Americans, then you got to start keeping those laws, statutes, commandments, man.
Right. Right.
You understand? So like, let me get John 8:44.
You want to jump over those scriptures, sir?
Yeah, that's the one. Huh? You understand? You gotta keep those law, statutes, commandments, and not hate your people, man. Not hate your nation. You understand what I'm saying? You gotta love so-called Black, Hispanic, Native Americans, and love your nation, man. Love your brothers, man. You understand? And the way to do that is by keeping those commandments, man. You know what I'm saying? That's brotherhood. That's the fulfillment of brotherhood. When you follow those laws, statutes, commandments. You understand? Because that's why the Lord gave it to us. The Lord gave it to us so we won't be trespassing against one against another. You know what I'm saying? So I may offend my brother, but there's even counsel that was created so that we can reestablish that brotherhood. Right. So we can reestablish our friendship. You know what I'm saying? Our love for one another. You understand? That's how much the Lord loves us, is He gave us a law and a counsel to correct one another. You know what I'm saying? To bring the brotherhood back together. You know, bring the nation back together, man. You understand? So like, go ahead.
Khan. This is the book of John, chapter 8, verse 44. Ye are of your father the devil.
Now look, if you're not keeping those laws, if you're not loving your brother, you know what I'm saying? If you don't have no love for your brother, then maybe you might be of your father the devil, man. You know what I'm saying? But why? Because this is what Esau did. Esau didn't have love for his brother. Esau didn't have love for Jacob. Cain didn't have love for Abel. You understand? It's the same spirit, man. Right. You follow after the ways of the devil, who is your oppressor, who is Esau, who is the spirit of Cain. You understand? You following after the ways of the devil, man. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Book of John, chapter 8, verse 44. Ye are of your father the devil,
right? And
the lust of your father ye will do.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like the lust of your father you will do, man. Like you out here lusting after your brother. I mean, lusting after your brother, the things that your brother has or that he's done. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I'm saying? You want the things that he wants. I mean, you want the things that he has. You understand? And therefore, you've grown a hatred towards your brother. You just became jealous of your brother. Right. You know what I'm saying? You want to slay your brother because of the things that the Lord has blessed your brother with, man. You understand? And that's an evil thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, brothers get robbed sometimes, man. Like, you know, when you brothers getting robbed out there, you know, they might have a nice car or something like that, and the brother might get caught, you know, in what's it? You know, I won't say slipping, but let's say a brother get caught and, you know, he getting robbed by somebody who's just like him, man. One of his brothers. Lacking. You know what I'm saying? The brother gets shot. Why? Because the brother wanted whatever he had. You know what I mean? Maybe he had some money. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he had some a nice car, nice rim, something like that. And the brother ended up robbing his brother and taking the things he has. You know what I'm saying? Because he had a lust for what he had, and therefore he murdered his brother. Sin was at the door. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to have that. You don't have that demon on you, man. You don't have that spirit of Cain. That's the spirit of Cain. You understand? It's an evil spirit, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a spirit that we've gotten from the Christian church. A spirit that Christian church was established by Esau. It was established by your oppressor, the Christian church. You understand? This is what they gave to us during slavery. Right. You know what I'm saying? Something to destroy the brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? Destroy the love that we were supposed to have for one another. You understand what I'm saying? That's what he gave to us. And therefore, now we have this spirit of wanting to hate our own people, hate our brothers, man. And it's time for us to put away of that Christian spirit. You know what I'm saying? That's Christianity. You know what I'm saying? That spirit of Cain, that spirit of Esau, and cast that away from us, man. Let's not deal with that no more. Right. Let's not deal with Islam. Let's not deal with Catholicism. You know what I'm saying? It's time to start loving one another, loving our brothers, man, loving our nation. You understand what I'm saying? Salaki, go ahead.
He was a murderer from the beginning.
He loved his brother from the beginning.
He was a murderer from the beginning.
Now read from the top, Abu
verse 44. Ye are of your father the devil.
The devil is Esau, man. The devil is Cain, man. You know what I'm saying? The devil is The spirit of Cain was in Esau, man, and he was a murderer from the beginning.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? That's what the scripture's telling you, man. He was that spirit is the spirit of Cain, man. And if you follow the ways of Cain, that follow the ways of Esau, then you are of your father, the devil. You must be of Esau then, because you're walking like Esau. You're walking, you're walking in the same steps as Esau walked, the same steps as Cain walked. You know what I'm saying? Hating your brother, hating your nation. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you wanna love your brothers, man, with all your heart. How do you love your brothers with all your heart, man? You come to camp. Something simple like that. Coming to camp is like, like whenever we're at camp, we had a war with, or let me say, well, not war. We're at people come to us, what's the word? Deliberate, you know what I'm saying? They come to us with, they're coming to us with all angry, like they want to fight us. You know what I'm saying? They're all like aggressive sometimes, right? You know what I'm saying? And if something go down, you want to be at camp with your brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because now you showing loyalty and love to your brother, man. You prefer being around your brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? Because if something goes down, you wanna have your brothers back. You wanna fight for the brotherhood. You understand what I'm saying? You want to be there with your brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? So, like, go ahead.
Come. Verse 44. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do.
Right. Go ahead.
He was a murderer from the beginning.
Right. He was a murderer from the beginning. Go ahead.
And abide not in the truth.
Right. He didn't keep the commandments. He didn't follow the law, statute, commandments. He didn't do what the Lord required of us. You know what I'm saying? Just like it says in Deuteronomy 10 and 12, you know what I'm saying? The Lord requires something of us, Israel. The Lord requires us to keep those law, statute, commandments. You know what I'm saying? Keeping those law, statute, commandments is the fulfillment of brotherhood, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not, if we had land right now, right? And you had sheep in your yard, and I had sheep in my yard, or I had a sheep in my yard. I didn't go into your yard and steal sheep. I didn't go in your. If I seen your ox going astray, and maybe we was at odds. You know what I'm saying? I didn't let your ox go astray, and so it's gone, and now you ain't got no ox, man. No, because the love that the Lord get the law that the Lord gave to us is love, man.
Right.
It's like it. I don't know what else gets stuff, but the love that the law that the Lord gave to us is love, man. And that love is for us to love one another. You know what I'm saying? As Christ loved us, man. You know what I'm saying? Keeping those laws, statutes, commandments. You know what I'm saying? Not letting your brother, you know what I'm saying, your brother's ox go astray. You know what I'm saying? Even though we not right now, this time we don't own ox, we don't own sheep, we don't own things like that. You know what I'm saying? But the spirit of that is taking care of your brothers, man. Taking care of your people, taking care of your nation, man. It's like, you go ahead.
Salaka, sir, if I may.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Most high in Christ. Hey, what you were saying is on topic, because in the Christian church, what they lack, what they don't have, so they may claim to have brotherhood, but what they don't have is accountability. You know what I'm saying? That the Christian church has a spirit of enabling, and they allow each other to eat pork dinners and to give into their addictions. You know what I'm saying? Commit all types of sin throughout the week, and then come Sunday, you know what I'm saying, have a song and dance, and then pat each other on the back and say it's all right. You know what I'm saying? That God loves the sin, not the sinner. You know what I'm saying? They don't have accountability. They don't have a measuring stick to judge like we do here in the ISUPK, man. We hold these brothers and sisters accountable to follow the law, statutes, and commandments, man. Like you were saying earlier, if anybody has an ought with somebody, you know what I'm saying, the Most High gave us counsel to build our nation together. You know what I'm saying? We take our culture strictly from the Bible, man. And the Christian church, you know what I'm saying, they're here to do away with the Bible and the scriptures and the culture. You know what I'm saying? Just because they want to encourage each other, be like cheerleaders to continue in their lust and their sins. You know what I'm saying? But, like you said, you made a good point. It's a brotherhood, and it requires accountability, and that's definitely not in the Christian church. Good luck, sir.
I said, give it up for that priest, man. You know what I'm saying? That's super heavy. You know what I'm saying? Water. You know what I'm saying? That's right, man. Accountability. So like, man, I know this stuff up, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, being held accountable for your actions. You know what I'm saying? Esau, Cain, he didn't hold himself accountable. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to put it against his brother Abel. You know what I'm saying? And that's not love, man. You know what I'm saying? We got to learn how to love one another as a nation, man. As you know, here in the ISUPK, man, the brotherhood in the ISUPK is like no other, man. Like there's no other brotherhood like that's in the ISUPK. Why? Because the spirit of Christ is in this school, man. You understand? This is why you need to come into the school and get in all black and learn your history, heritage, and culture. Because your history, heritage, and culture is the ointment or the medicine that so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans need to heal our wounds, to heal the things, to heal the scars that we have obtained here in this evil, wicked kingdom called America. You understand? Called Babylon, Mystery Babylon the Great. You understand? It's going to heal us, man. You know what I'm saying? Under commanding General Yohana. That's keeping these laws, statutes, commandments, loving our brothers, loving our nation, man. That's what's going to heal us as a nation, man. You know what I'm saying? Salaki, go ahead.
Khan. He was a murderer from the beginning.
Right. Go ahead.
And abide not in the truth, because there is no truth in him.
Like it's not in him to keep the law. You know what I'm saying? Because he always hated his brother. He already had that spirit in him. All right, the same spirit that Cain had is in Esau. You know what I'm saying? And if you follow the ways of your oppressor, who is the devil, then you must be of your father, the devil. You understand what I'm saying? This is why we have to start following those laws, statutes, commandments, so we can walk as the children of God. You understand what I'm saying? So, Laki, let me get 1 John 3 and 8.
You want to drop that?
Yeah, drop that. That's the one. You know what I'm saying? All right, most high correct.
All right. This is 1 John chapter 3, verse 8.
All right.
He that committed sin is of the devil.
Like, see, there it is, man. That's what the scripture says. He that committed sin, like meaning, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you out here not fulfilling what the Lord is telling you, then guess what? You've fallen. Esau is the devil, man.
Right.
Esau doesn't want it. There was no truth in him, right? Meaning he don't want to keep the law, statutes, commandments. So that means what? That means you falling after the ways of Esau. You know what I'm saying? Esau loves Christmas. Esau, whenever you go to work and you want to celebrate, you want to go to work and you just trying to go to the break room. You know, maybe just get something to eat. Your coworker there talking about, are you ready for the potluck? Are you ready for the Christmas potluck? We're having a potluck. You know what I'm saying? They're ready for the Thanksgiving potluck. Every turn around, it's a damn potluck. You know what I'm saying? They ready to sacrifice to these devils, man. Sacrifice to these heathens.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what Esau loves to do. Esau loves sin. He loves to eat pork. Right? You in the truth, you an Israelite, you know what I'm saying? The ISUPK, trying to keep the commandments, and you know, they got, maybe somebody brought some food to the clinic, somebody brought some food to your workplace, and you know what I'm saying? And they like, oh yeah, you know, they got some food in the break room. You want some food? And you like, you know, well, what is it? And they talking about it's gluten free. Like, first of all, I don't give a damn if it's gluten free or not. Does it have pork in it? Does it have shrimp in it? Like, what's in it? You know what I'm saying? That's all that they don't even think of. It's not even in them to think of the law, statutes, commandments. It's not even in them. You know what I'm saying? The truth abides not in them. It abides not in them. You understand what I'm saying? So, like, can you read that again?
Come. This is 1 John chapter 3, verse 8. He that committed sin is of the devil.
Right, go ahead.
For the devil sinned from the beginning.
See, the devil been sinning, right? Who is the devil? The devil is our oppressor.
Right.
You understand? The man that is oppressing so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, that's who the devil is. And when you follow after his ways, you know what I'm saying, and you prefer his ways. before God's ways. That you fall in the ways of the devil, man.
Right.
That the ways of the devil, you know what I'm saying, are sin, or is not keeping the law, statutes, commandments, is not loving your brother. You know what I'm saying? That's the ways of your oppressor. The ways of Esau, your oppressor. You know what I'm saying? The one who runs America, the one who runs the world. You know what I'm saying? That's the ways of the devil, man.
Right.
And you prefer that. You love Christmas. You love Thanksgiving. You love eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. You love voting. You want to go vote. You know what I'm saying? You want to go vote for the next oppressor. You know what I'm saying? You want the next oppressor to oppress you and your people and have the ghetto be in the ghetto after each election. The ghetto just never changes. And you know what I'm saying? That's what you want. You prefer the ways of the devil. You know what I'm saying? So like, go ahead.
Come. For this purpose, the Son of God is manifested.
Like, let me tell you something. The Lord, the Son of God, his ways are manifested. So like, read that again, Baba Boucher.
Come. For the purpose of the Son of God was manifested.
Right. Go ahead.
That he might destroy the works of the devil.
And let me say this, man. Just like I said earlier, the Spirit of Christ is you. This is what you see here in the ISUPK. It's that Spirit of Christ is manifested in this school. Right. It's manifested in the ISUPK because we show forth the Spirit of Christ and the Spirit of brotherhood, which we destroy the works of the devil. We destroy the strongholds that we've learned in the Christian church that tells us that we don't have to love our brother. Like you telling us that we ain't got to keep the law. It's the same thing as you telling us that we ain't got to love our brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? That we ain't got to keep the law no more. That means we ain't got to love our brothers no more. That's what you're saying. That's exactly what you're telling us. We don't have to love so-called Black, Hispanic, Native Americans anymore because the law is done away with. The Lord gave us the law. Why? Because He loves the children of Israel. He loves so-called Black, Hispanic, Native Americans, right? Because He wants us to. He gave us that law to show love to one another. So if we don't have that anymore, that means we can't show each other love no more. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't even know how. Where's the instructions? Like, you know what I'm saying? If we can't love one another, we can't love the brotherhood, right? Then we get the ghetto. That's exactly what we get. We get exactly what we got in the ghetto, man. Anything goes. You know what I'm saying? Anything goes. It don't matter what it is. It's going down. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no loving no brothers in our community no more. You know what I'm saying? Now that the law's done away with, because that's exactly what they done told us, man. Right? You about to add something?
If I could, it's super heavy to bring this to your attention all the way into 2021. Because it took for Christ to return for us to have that spirit that Moses had, man.
Right.
So now, under Commander Juliana, we got the priests and prophets right here in your face showing you how to love each other.
That's right.
We have lost that. But I tell you what we haven't lost. We haven't lost eating that shrimp, crab, pork, and lobster. But these priests and prophets are here to show you how to put down the abominations and pick up each other, man.
That's right.
We need each other the most. Who else can love a Black man like a Black woman? Who else can love a Hispanic man like a Hispanic woman? Who else can love a Native Indian like a Native Indian woman, man?
That's right.
The woman is made for the man and the man is made for the woman.
That's right.
This is your culture, Israelites. This holy Bible, precept upon precept, line upon line. And the ISUPK is here to break that down for you. Anytime, any place, anywhere. We'll be there, man. Shalom.
That's right. Damn right, priest. Shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, it's like,
you got me experience.
It's like, let me get the next verse, verse 9.
Most High Christ, sir. All right, verse 9. Whosoever is born of God, doeth not commit sin.
Right. When you come into this school and you shed yourself of the world, man, when you become a new creature, that's what we have done, man. We have to kill off the old man. You understand? We have to kill off the old us and become new creatures in the Lord. New men. You know what I'm saying? We killed off the old man. We've become new men.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? So like it. Can you read that again from the top of the show?
Verse 9. Whosoever is born of God doeth not commit sin.
Right, we're not sinning no more. Right now we're not falling after the ways of the devil, the ways of our oppressor. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to hate our brothers. We want to love our nation, man. Like when you celebrate Thanksgiving, like Thanksgiving is coming up right now, right? And over the true history of Thanksgiving was that the pilgrims came over there. They came over to this land and they raped, robbed, and murdered 77 million Native Americans, who was our brother. Like a lot of so-called Negroes love to claim that, you know, I got Cherokee in me, or I'm Chickasaw, or I'm Blackfoot. You know what I'm saying? You love to claim that you Indian, but why are you celebrating Thanksgiving?
Right.
Why do you love that? Why do you love to celebrate Thanksgiving on Thanksgiving Day? You know what I'm saying? You gathering with your family and eating getting cranberry sauce. Cranberry sauce. You don't even know that cranberry sauce actually represents the blood of your brothers, man. The blood of your ancestors, man. You know what I'm saying? When you celebrate Thanksgiving, that's not showing brotherhood, man. You're not showing brotherhood. You're not showing that you love. You're not showing that you love your nation, man. You know what I'm saying? You're showing actually that you have hatred towards them. You know what I'm saying? Because you celebrate that. Like I said earlier, your oppressor loves Thanksgiving, man. He loves. That's why you go to. You might be dropping by somebody's house, man. They already got Thanksgiving and Christmas and things like that already set up in their house in their front yard. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because this is their holiday. This is their holidays, man. You know what I'm saying? They rejoice in the death of so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
Right.
So when you follow after their ways, that means you're rejoicing after the death of your own people, the death of your brother, man. You know what I'm saying? And your oppressor has, like I say, your oppressor has the spirit of Cain, man. He always hated us. He always hated Jacob. He always hated Abel. You know what I'm saying? He always hated the children of Israel. He had that spirit that he hated. He has always hated his brother, man. And when you follow up the ways of Cain, put it that way. When you follow after the ways of Cain, then you're gonna do things. You're gonna follow after the lust of Cain too. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna do the things that Cain does, man. You're gonna do the things that Esau does. You know what I'm saying? Which is what? Which is hate your brother, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? Which is hate your brother and hate what he has and hate. You don't even want to come to camp. You don't even want to salute that brother. You know what I'm saying? Your brother might offend you, and you don't even want to salute him. You don't want to give him honor, nothing like that, man. That's evil, man. That's an evil spirit to have, man. You know what I'm saying? Brothers be in a club, man, and be looking at brothers in the club. Don't even know brothers, but just be ready to fight the brothers for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Then the brother step in your shoe. Then when we get to the parking lot, then somebody gets shot. You're like, where does this spirit come from? Why do you have that spirit? That brother don't even know you. I know in Kaleem, man, you can't even say what's up to nobody sometimes. You can't even say what's up. Hey, what's up? Well, what's up, nigga? Like I'm saying, like, I didn't say it in that tone. I'm just saying, like, what's up? Like, how you doing, brother? Like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? That spirit right there that you have is the spirit of Cain, man. It's the spirit of your oppressor, who is the devil, man. You know what I'm saying? Salaki, go ahead.
Come. Verse 9. Whosoever is born of God doeth not commit sin.
Right, go ahead.
For his seed remaineth in him.
Right, go ahead.
And he cannot sin because he is born of God.
Right, you can't sin because you're born of God. Now you follow those laws. You follow those laws, statutes, commandments, and you become a new man. Right? The old man, hey man, that brother stepped on my shoe. Now we gonna box, man. I'm fighting that brother, and if it comes down to it, then we getting these tools out. You know what I'm saying? That's what it comes down to, man. You know what I'm saying? That old man is gone. You know what I'm saying? And you become a new man. Now it's like, oh man, you step on my shoe, no sweat, man. Step on my shoe, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I shouldn't be wearing these shoes anyway. Like I love that brother, man. It's no sweat. You know what I'm saying? I love that brother, man. It's my brother, man. It's no sweat. It's just, you know what I'm saying? Like we shouldn't look at. And the thing is, man, like Esau loves the things of the world. When you follow the ways of your president, you're gonna love the things of the world too. So when somebody offends you with something little, then you're gonna be offended and angry, and just like your oppressor, man. You know what I'm saying? Your oppressor, man, you can't like when these other countries, when they do something small, like maybe they want what's the word Iranian, they were not Iranian, they want to make their own nukes, right? And you get offended. They are offended off that, man. They're like, what? Why is he making nukes? Like, you're jealous about that dude. Now, we're going to have to stop this. That's what your oppressor says in this country, man. They don't want other people. They don't want other people having other things. This is why they go make war with other countries and take the resources out, right? They'll send spies out. That's why you watch those movies, man, about spies in other countries. Like, you don't even actually ask yourself, what the hell are spies doing in other countries anyway? Why are they spying? What the hell do you think they're doing? They're over there spying on these other countries to see what they have, so they can take the resources, so they can go in there and take what they have, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what Esau has a lust, and he wants the things that everyone else has. That's why he's taking land, he's taking people, he's taking gold. You know what I'm saying? He's taking anything, any resourceful thing, man. You know what I'm saying? He'll take it for his own gain. Like, if you don't believe, like, ask Haiti. Look at Haiti. Look at our brothers in Haiti, man. In Haiti, the France has taken over billions of dollars of wealth and resources out of Haiti, man, and hasn't restored Haiti to anything, right? You know what I'm saying? And don't think that America hasn't had their hand in that either. They've also had their hand in that. They've also taken resources and people. You understand what I'm saying? And sold people throughout the earth, man. You know what I'm saying? And Esau was Jacob's brother, man. You know what I'm saying? And your oppressor is Esau. You know what I'm saying? The Haitians are Jacob, man. You know what I'm saying? This is the kind of love that Esau shows towards his brother, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why the Bible says Esau is the devil that the Bible speaks of. Right. Your oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. He has no love for Jacob. Yeah, he had a perpetual hatred. You know what I'm saying? And as a so-called black Hispanic Native American, you don't want to fall under the ways of the devil, man. Yes. You don't want to aspire to be like Esau, because Esau is a disgusting, filthy devil, man, and he just want to take everything for himself, man. He doesn't want to do anything for so-called black Hispanic Native Americans, man. When he sees us down and struggling, it's like we brought from the beginning of this lesson, man. When you see your brother who's poor and he don't have nothing, right? Just like the Haitians down at the border of Mexico. Excuse me, the border of Mexico and Texas, man. You know what I'm saying? When we tried to go down there, we went down to the border, and we spoke to the U.S. the customs, right? The U.S. border control, the Del Rio. They was telling us, no, you can't go feed your brother, the Haitians. You know what I'm saying? You can't go give them food and water and things and diapers to take care of their family. You can't go do that. Why? Because Esau has the spirit of Cain, man. He doesn't want to help his brother. He doesn't want to help Jacob at all. You understand? He is the devil the Bible speaks of. You understand what I'm saying? And he's fulfilling that spirit every day. You know what I'm saying? But it takes the ISUPK and the Commander General Yohana to show love to so-called black Hispanic Native Americans. You know what I'm saying? To go out there and help and show love, that true spirit of Christ. You know what I'm saying? To the Haitians, to the Dominicans, to the people on the south of the border, man. You know what I'm saying? Who is the northern kingdom, the northern tribes. You know what I'm saying? Those are our brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? Salaki, you about to ask something?
Yeah, Mama Shop, if I could real quick. Man, the points that we trying to make and the points that the Bible is trying to help us out with is stop looking and wanting and asking for a piece of the pie, man. When you can get the whole thing, you can have this entire earth if you just follow these laws, statutes, commandments that the Most High gave us to follow.
Right.
We were made in the image to follow.
Uh-huh.
All right, the Most High, not these other nations. Why are we putting these other nations above the Most High?
That's right.
That ain't brotherhood, and that ain't being a real child of God, man.
Right.
What you're doing is being a hypocrite, and you're oppressing your family members along with yourself, man.
That's right.
It's time to turn the hands of times and start wanting that whole thing, man. I know y'all, some of y'all from the streets, y'all want a piece of the thing or y'all want the whole thing. Man, it's time to start fighting for what's righteous instead of fighting for the lust of your flesh.
That's right.
Like,
No, damn right, priest. You know what I'm saying? Good shit.
Nah, you heavy fast, man. Heavy fast.
Most High Christ. Let me get are you on verse 10 yet? Or did you already read that?
Come on, we're on verse 10 right now, sir.
Okay, Most High.
Go ahead, verse 10.
Yeah, verse 10.
Verse 10. In this, the children of God are manifest, and the children of the devil, whosoever doeth not righteousness is
Salakia. Right? It says in this the children of God are manifest. Like now you seeing who the children of God are, man. The children of God are here in the ISUPK, man.
That's
the children of God are the ones that do the work of the Lord, man. The children of God are the ones who love their brother, who have a strong brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? Like your oppressor, your own oppressor don't have brotherhood. He doesn't have brotherhood. That's why they got the left wing, and the right wing. That's why they got Democrat and Republic. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't have brotherhood. They don't have brotherhood. They got red and blue, right? They got Democrat and Republic, right? And when it's time for election time, you can turn on Fox News, turn on CNN, turn on your AM station, and they're on there, they tearing each other up, man. Oh, the Democrats, the Dems, they don't know what they're talking about, and Joe Biden, they're just going in on each other, man. All right, and this is one nation, man. America is a nation divided against itself, man. Right? And what did Christ say? Christ said, "A nation divided against itself will not stand," man. You know what I'm saying? This country has no brotherhood. As a matter of fact, I wish I had this scripture, man. Basically, I can't even think of it. I can't even find it right now. But basically, like the Lord is gonna with the works of Esau, right? His ways are gonna destroy himself. You understand what I'm saying? I'm paraphrasing the scripture I'm thinking of. But his ways are gonna make his own kingdom fall, right? Like he's like Egyptians are gonna fight against Egyptians. Who are the Egyptians spiritually right now? Spiritually right now, those are your Edomites, man. You know what I'm saying? Who your oppressor? You know what I'm saying? The White House, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to think of a word. I don't want to mess this up, but basically your oppressor, man. I'm trying not to use the word, but you understand who your oppressor is. You understand who the people who are oppressing so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You know what I'm saying? The devil, man. You know what I'm saying? The one who's putting so-called black, Hispanic, Native Americans in prison houses, man. Claiming to be the freest country on the planet, right? Claiming to be the home of the free, but you have more incarcerated in this country than any other place on the planet.
Right.
You understand? This place has no love for so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Americans. You understand? That's who your oppressor is. Okay, and they have no brotherhood amongst themselves, and therefore, since they don't have any brotherhood amongst themselves, then guess what? They're going to destroy themselves, man. They're going to fight amongst themselves, and this kingdom is going to fall. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not going to know what to do when the Lord is sending all these plagues, all these diseases and things like that. They're going to be arguing on it. Well, how did you handle this disease? How did you handle that disease? Right? How did you handle this? How did the president handle this famine? When the famine came and killed millions of people, when the Lord sent all these famines, right? Well, did the president choose the right way to handle the famine? Or, you know, could he have done it this way or that way? They're going to be fighting amongst each other, and they're going to feel like they're losing the country. You see the spirit that's happening in this country? You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what's going on, man. Salaki, go ahead.
Tanakh, verse 10. In this, the children of God are manifest.
Right.
And the children of the devil.
Right. The children of God are manifest, and the children of the devil are manifest. You know what I'm saying? You're seeing who's the righteous, and you're seeing who's the wicked. The righteous were the ones who went over to Acuna to feed the Haitians, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? In the ISBK, man. You know what I'm saying? We went over to Acuna to feed the Haitians, and even when we were denied, man, the people that denied us were the manifestation of the devil, man. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what this country didn't want. They did not want to feed so-called Black, Hispanic, Native Americans. Right. You know what I'm saying? They were the manifestation of the devil, right? Because they couldn't show love to the brother. They didn't show love to Haitians, man. They didn't want to show love to Mexicans. That's why you got our Mexican brothers down at the border in cages, man. You know what I'm saying? Wrapped up with like aluminum foil blankets. You know what I'm saying? That's not showing brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? But even though you walk down the street and that, you know, now your oppressor wants to say, "Oh, hey, brother, what's going on, brother? We're the same. We bleed blood, right? Now you call me brother, but what about my brothers down at the border, though? Right? They don't have brotherhood. They're liars, man. You know what I'm saying? So it says the manifestation of the manifestation of the manifestation of God is in the children of Israel. Well, let me read the top. This is in this the children of God are manifest, and the children of the devil. Go ahead.
Whosoever doeth not righteousness is not of God.
See, they're not of God when they don't do righteousness, man. When they don't want to feed the hungry. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to feed the poor. Like right now, if you go to California, you go to California, that's a rich state. You know what I'm saying? And there's so many homeless out in that state, man. Like all throughout the state. You know what I'm saying? There's so many homeless, so many people going homeless because they can't even afford to live there. You know what I'm saying? Because the rich are just getting richer and the poor are, losing their homes. The poor are getting addicted. You know what I'm saying? They don't, the rich, when I say the rich, I'm talking about Esau, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about your oppressor. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't want to give to the poor, but what he wants to do is take. You know what I'm saying? So like, go ahead.
Come. Neither he that loveth not his brother.
Yeah, neither he that loveth not his brother, man. You know what I'm saying? Esau never had love for Jacob. You know what I'm saying? Cain didn't have love for Abel. And that's the spirit that your oppressor has, man. That's the spirit that your oppressor has, and that's the spirit that you don't want to follow after. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't walk in any of his ways. You know what I'm saying? You should envy not your oppressor and choose none of his ways.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Because he is the spirit of the devil, man. He is the spirit of Cain, the spirit of Esau, man. He is Esau. You know what I'm saying? That's the spirit that you don't want to have. Right? Go ahead.
Come, verse 11. For this is the message that ye heard from the beginning.
Right, even Christ is telling you this, right? Go ahead.
That we should love one another.
That's what the Lord is telling us, man. The Lord is telling us that we should love one another, man. So-called Blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, we ought to love one another, man.
That's right.
I gotta love my brothers, man. I gotta take care of my brothers. My brothers gotta take care of me. We're gonna take care of each other, man. We're gonna make sure that we safe and we take care of, man. That's the spirit that we're supposed to have. You know what I'm saying? The spirit of the Christian church who was established under Esau. You know what I'm saying? They never gave us that law. They never gave us that spirit, man. You know what I'm saying? Because why? Because look, didn't Christ say no good tree will produce evil fruit? Right? So if Esau was good, when he was giving us Christianity, why did we only show hatred towards one another, man? You know what I'm saying? How come that spirit grew into, now you got 5 Christian churches in your neighborhood and brothers is selling drugs to one another. You know what I'm saying? Your oppressor put drugs in the neighborhood. And once again, he's putting something in our community that is created to destroy us. You know what I'm saying? We should figure this out by now. Like, you got the Christian churches. Like, you see a Christian church in your neighborhood. You see a liquor store. You know what I'm saying? They'll put liquor stores and gun stores in there. And I think I've heard stories of Esau dropping off crates of guns in Chicago and in California. You know what I'm saying? To try to get us to murder one another, man. Not, you know what I'm saying? Because they know that the spirit, you got to understand something how spiritual this, man. They know that the spirit that he put in our neighborhood, in our communities, we're not going to take those guns and use them in any other kind of way. Right. We're going to use them on each other. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because that spirit of Cain was already put into our minds. Why? How? through the Christian church. You understand? That spirit of hatred towards one another, man. You understand what I'm saying? That's a Christian spirit to hate your brother. That's a Christian spirit to hate your brother, man. And that's the spirit that you don't want to have, man. You know what I'm saying? So, like, go ahead. Let me ask you one. Let me tell you another thing, man. Let me tell you one thing. Right. Like, when we went down to Acuna, right? The U.S. Border Patrol told us, you know what? You can't give this food directly to your brothers, the Haitians, right? But give it to the Christian church. That's what they told us to do. Give us to the Christian church. Now we know that what's the spirit that's in the Christian church. The Christian church is going to keep that for themselves, and and probably store it up somewhere, and it's going to collect dust. It ain't going to get to the brothers because they don't have brotherhood there, man. It's a spirit of selfishness. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what the spirit is. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's the spirit of selfishness, not the spirit of love for your brother. You know what I'm saying? The spirit of just me. I just care about me and myself. You know what I'm saying? Right. And you know that's the spirit of America. The spirit of America is take all the wealth and all the gold, take the people's land, take their lives. You know what I'm saying? Let's trick them and deceive them. Let's put drugs in their neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Let's go and deceive them and take the resources from them, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's the spirit of the devil, man. So like you about to ask something like,
if I could, Bob Shot, this brings me to remember what you just said. You just were saying that the enemies, the oppressors, they're spies. So what the Border Patrol wanted to do was, right, take all the credit for what the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge had to do for their brothers and sisters. That's right. They wanted to give the food and et cetera, that the ISUPK donated and gave away for free to the Haitians to be their credit.
That's right.
They wanted to take our resources from us and portray that they were the ones that help out the Haitians.
That's right. No, that's right.
If I could, it's just like the prime example in Genesis. Cain wanted to be that Abel gave.
Exactly.
It's the same scenario. This is spiritual. What the priest is bringing forward.
Hey, give it up for that brother, man. That's heavy. That's right. They want to take the credit. They want to take the credit for that, man. That's exactly what they want to do, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why they always boast. As a matter of fact, Esau that's exactly what Esau does, man. Right. Esau wants to take the credit for everything. That's why he created the patent. He never created anything, but he created the patent, right? He created the patent, so he can take credit for. Am I saying that right?
Man, you can name anything.
Am I saying it right? What is it? What is it? Okay, so the patent. I'm saying it right. You know what I'm saying? When they take credit for the works of Jacob, man. You know what I'm saying? Like Jacob will create a car, and then therefore they'll look at that, and then they'll take credit for it. They'll say, "Oh yeah, Ford created the vehicle, you know what I mean? The automobile." They'll say that they created the cell phone. You know what I'm saying? When a brother actually created the cell phone, believe it or not. You know what I'm saying? They'll create a black man created the refrigerator. They'll turn around and say they created the refrigerator. Like, we've created everything, and they've only taken credit for everything that we have, man. You know what I'm saying? Because they have the spirit of jealousy. You know what I'm saying? They have the spirit of Cain. You know what I'm saying? They covet everything that we've done. You know what I'm saying? They hate. Like the Bible says that Jacob was the former of all things. Like I said, and they'll read that, and they will become, have a hatred for us, man. You know what I'm saying? They go out and kill a Jake, man. Just read that, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like it. You about to ask something? Okay. So let me get where you at? Let me get 11.
Start with 11. All right, most high Christ. This is 1 John chapter 3, verse 11.
Right.
For this is the message that ye heard from the beginning, that we should love one another.
Right. Love one another.
Verse 12. Not as Cain.
Not as who?
Not as Cain.
No, wait a minute. Not as. Say it again.
Not as Cain.
Not as Cain. The Lord says, love one another. Not as Cain. Don't do like Cain do. Right? Because the spirit, that's a spirit. That's a spirit we're talking about, man. That spirit spirit is what your oppressor had. He has the spirit of Cain, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He is a spiritual manifestation of Cain, man. You know what I'm saying? He hates his brother, man. You know what I'm saying? So he's telling you here, don't love your brother, man. Love one another. You know what I'm saying? Love the brothers, man. Now, don't be like Cain and hate your brother, man. Go ahead.
Khan, verse 12. Not as Cain, who was of that wicked one.
See, he was the wicked one. He's the one that he didn't want to feed the Haitians, man. He didn't want to feed the poor. He didn't want to feed the hungry. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to let people back into their own land, the land that was theirs from the beginning.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He didn't want that, man. He didn't want better for so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American. He didn't want better for Jacob, to say that. You know what I'm saying? But he was a wicked one, man. He just wanted for himself. You know what I'm saying? It's like, go ahead.
Khan, and slew his brother.
Right, he slew his brother. Cain slew his brother. Right, he murdered his brother. Right, to try to, because he was jealous, man. He had a hatred built up for him, man. So like, go ahead.
Khan, and wherefore slew he him?
Right. Go ahead.
Because his own works were evil.
No, he had good works.
Because his own works were evil.
No, he was keeping the commandments.
His own works were evil.
See, he went and he slew his brother. Why? Because his own works were evil, man. Like when he wasn't keeping the commandments, now he became angry and envious of his brother. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to do what was right. Esau doesn't want to do what's right, right? So he's even envious of or he has a hatred towards so-called Black, Hispanics, Native Americans. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, that's why he kills us, man. You know what I'm saying? Because he's angry that the Lord blessed us and the Lord hated him. You know what I'm saying? So like, go ahead.
So like, if I may.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Hey, the spirit of Cain, you know what I'm saying? Like you were saying, is correct. Like Cain didn't see Abel as his equal because he envied him. You know what I'm saying? Just like today, the oppressor, the so-called white man, he does not see Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans as his equal neither. You know what I'm saying? That's why he has to invent all these strategies to steal from us, to gobble up everything for himself so he can get the credit and the glory. But he knows deep in his spirit that we are better than him. You know what I'm saying? And he would have nothing to have any kind of credibility over anything if it weren't for us creating and inventing everything. You know what I'm saying? The oppressor, you know what I'm saying, uses the spirit behind Christianity, like the Makia said, as a war tactic. You know what I'm saying? Divide and conquer. You know what I'm saying? They sold our people the concept of Christianity. And next thing you know, our brothers from the Northern Kingdom, you know what I'm saying, Central and South America, started giving away their, you know what I'm saying, their lands and their natural resources and their culture just to appease the name of some omnipresent, what's it called? All powerful God in the Christian church, man, which is just the house of Satan. You know what I'm saying? But our oppressor does not see us as equals, and any kind of illusion that he wants to tell us that in the spirit of so-called equality, you know what I'm saying? It's just a war tactic to get us to forget, you know, so that we are the most highest portion. We are better. You know what I'm saying? We are royalty. You know what I'm saying? He sells us the concept of equality so he can downplay that. We can forget where we come from. And then he swoops in and takes advantage of us and teaches us how to learn his ways. You know what I'm saying? So we end up killing and stealing from each other. And he's an envious, you know what I'm saying, hateful person. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, Cain will never see Abel as his equal, and our oppressor, the so-called white man, will never see Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans as his equal, man. He only wants to steal from us and to deceive us at the end of the day. Lock it.
No, you swallow. That's right. That's right. That is absolutely right. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly right. What the priest just brought out was super heavy, man. He you know what I'm saying? He is envious of us, man. You know what I'm saying? Because he wants what we have, man. And since therefore he can't have it, he wants to, you know, he wants to destroy us, man. That's why he has Planned Parenthoods in our neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Because he wants to completely, you know, take us out. You know what I'm saying? But he can't, because what is he gonna do? He can't produce nothing. We built the country, man. Right. So-called Black, Hispanic, Native Americans built everything that we actually made America great, right? Because we put everything we had into this place, man. You know what I'm saying? But when we start loving one another, you know what I'm saying? When we stop trying to follow the ways of Esau, You know what I'm saying? Stop following the ways of our oppressor and start loving one another as Christ said. You know what I'm saying? Really show brotherhood. Then maybe we'll have our own, man. Maybe we have our own kingdom, man. It's like Christ was telling you, man. Christ was telling you the kingdom of heaven is within us, man. Right. He said the kingdom of heaven is within you, man. You know what I'm saying? It's going to take us to build the kingdom, man. It's going to take us, man. We have to work for this, man. And the work is fulfilling that brotherhood, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? Loving my brother, man, and not having that spirit of Cain and not being jealous and envious of my brother. You know what I'm saying? Instead, we're helping one another build each other up, man. Like I'm gonna put my money with black people. I'm gonna put my money with Hispanics, with Native Americans, and we're gonna build our own community. You know, we can have our own Black Wall Street again. You know what I'm saying? If we learn how to love one another, you know what I'm saying? If we stop trying to chase after what Esau has and be like him and, you know, build his kingdom up and build what he has. Instead, I'm gonna build my brother up. I'm gonna build my brother up. I'm gonna build his business up. He's gonna build my business up. You know what I'm saying? Or you know, anything like that. You know, loving my brother, meaning I'm not gonna steal from my brother. I'm not gonna murder my brother. I'm not going to you know, sleep with my brother's rib. Those things, man. That's what tears down communities, tears down households. You know what I'm saying? It tears down a nation, man. That's why the Lord gave us these laws, man, so that we can come back together as a nation. You know what I'm saying? Because we are the nation that's not desired. It's like we are the nation that's not desired. You know what I'm saying? We are the undesired. We are the one that's not desired in the earth, man. You know what I'm saying? We are the children of Israel, man. We are the nation. We are the nation that's not desired. And who doesn't desire us? All the nations that we love to build up. We love to spend our money with. Whenever the Moabites, I'm gonna call them Moabites or Ishmaelites, the Arabs or the Asians, they come into our neighborhoods and our communities. We'll love to spend our money with them, man. You know what I'm saying? We'll build up their kingdom and build up their families. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna go back and they're gonna spend their own money with their own people. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna build up their nation and build up their communities, man. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man, it's gonna start with us, man. It's gonna start with us showing love to one another, man, as a nation and coming back to the nation as a people, man. You know what I'm saying? It's trying to build us up, man. You know what I'm saying? So like, where we at?
We have verse 12 at the end, sir.
Verse 12. Let me get there. Yeah, keep going.
Come. Because his own works were evil and his brother's righteous.
Right. Go ahead.
Verse 13. Marvel not, my brethren, if the world hate you.
Like, don't trip if the world hates you. Like, if you really keep in brotherhood, you know what I'm saying? You love spending time with your brothers. You know what I'm saying? Instead of keeping Christmas, like you're not coming over for Christmas no more. Why? Because you don't celebrate that no more. You know what I'm saying? Instead, you can go hang out with your brothers, man. You're gonna go drink with my brothers. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna go celebrate Christmas and Thanksgiving, man. I love my family, but I think I'm gonna spend time with my brothers, man, and my people, man. We're gonna drink and eat. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna spend time with my family, my brothers. Now, that don't mean your family members, you don't love them. No, you love your family members, but you're not gonna go eat on Thanksgiving. And when I say eat on Thanksgiving, you're not gonna go celebrate Thanksgiving. You're not going to your mama's house and they're gonna cut the turkey and okay, where's the glazed ham? You know what I'm saying? Ham is an abomination to the Lord. You gonna go ahead and eat that? You know what I'm saying? When the Lord told you not to eat that, you know what I'm saying? Knowing your brothers, you want to love the Lord, man. So like say if you go out here and commit some evil acts, next time when you with your brothers, man, you put your brothers in danger when you don't keep the law, statutes, commandments. You know that? When you don't keep the law, statutes, commandments, you are putting your brothers in danger. You know what I'm saying? Because now you have an unclean spirit. Now you know what I'm saying? You put your brothers in danger. So when the Lord comes to judge, bring a judgment, you know what I'm saying? You might be putting your brothers in danger, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you decided not to keep commandments. We'll show you that. I'm gonna show you an example of that before the class ends. You know what I'm saying? We will get a good example of that. It's happened in Israel at one point, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like let me get verse 14.
Come. Verse 14. We know that we have passed from death unto life because we love the brethren.
Right, we love the brethren. Like now, the old man has died. It says, and we know that we have passed from death. Now I passed from death unto life. Meaning, my old man, the old me, has died off, man. That old man has died, man. I no longer celebrate Christmas and Thanksgiving and Easter. You know what I'm saying? With my family and do those things like that, man. I don't eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. You know what I'm saying? I don't do those things anymore. You know what I'm saying? I passed from death onto life, man. And I prefer my brothers. I prefer to be around my brothers that help strengthen my spirit. You know what I'm saying? When you around your brothers, man, you practice in the spirit that Christ told us to practice, man.
That's right.
Because the spirit of Christ was with brotherhood. You know, when Christ laid down his life for his brothers, you understand what I'm saying? If Christ laid down his life for his brothers so that we can follow after the ways of Christ, follow the ways of the Lord, you know what I'm saying? Then that spirit is going to be within us, and then we're going to prefer one another. We're going to want to be around each other to build each other up, man, spiritually. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Come. Because we love the brethren.
Right. Well, it says what?
Because we love the brethren.
Right. The old me died off. It says we know that we have passed from death unto life because we love the brethren. Now I prefer my brother. Now I love my brother because I no longer eat shrimp, crab, and lobster, and I no longer celebrate those pagan holidays like Thanksgiving. Why? Because I love my brothers, man.
That's right.
I love my brothers, man. That's why I don't keep Thanksgiving no more. Because I love my brother and I love the Lord. You see what I'm saying? When Christ said what? We'll get that in a second, man. I'm gonna jump the gun. All right. Let me go ahead and as a matter of fact, no sweat. Can you hold this? Hold that and let me get Matthew 22 and 36 by Bishop. You know what I'm saying? Christ told us that. You know what I'm saying? You don't break God's laws. Why? Because you love your brethren. These things go hand in hand. You can't love the Lord. You can't say you love the Lord and say you love your brother. You know what I'm saying? And not keep the commandments. You got to have one. Both of them go together, man.
Right.
It's impossible to love the Lord and not keep the commandments. You know what I'm saying? It's impossible to hate your brother and it's impossible to love your brother and not keep the commandments. Am I saying it right? You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep those laws, statutes, commandments, and that's how you fulfill the brotherhood, man. Right. That's how you show your brothers that you love them by keeping those commandments. That's how you show God that you love the Lord, that you love God because you kept the commandments, man. You know what I'm saying? And they fulfill one with another. You know what I'm saying? One with another. You fulfilling both. You know what I'm saying? So like you got that scripture?
Verse 36.
Yeah. No. Go start from the jump. Start from 36. Yeah.
Oh, come on. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 22, verse 36. Master, which is the great commandment in the law?
So one of the scribes came over there, man. He broke off from the other group, and he went to go ask Christ, like, what is the greatest commandment, that we need to keep that's in the law? Like, what's the greatest commandment that we should be keeping? And go ahead.
Come, verse 37. Yahushua said unto him, Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart.
See, so Christ tells you should love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, right? Go ahead.
Come, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind.
Right.
Verse 38. This is the first and great commandment.
Right, that's the first and great commandment, right? Like he's telling you you gotta love the Lord with all your heart and all your mind and all your soul, right? And how do you do that? By keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, right? Go ahead.
Verse 39. And the second is like unto it.
It's like unto this. It's the same thing. I'm telling you the same thing. Go ahead.
Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself, man. Who is your neighbor? Who is your neighbor? I'm gonna get it for you. Let's find out who your neighbor is. Leviticus 19 and 17. Remember, can you pull that from?
Oh, one of y'all can get that.
Leviticus 19 and 17.
I'm from the choir, you get that? I'm holding 2 right now. I got it. All right, Bob, shut up.
You know what I'm saying? Like, who's your neighbor? Christ said you should love your neighbor as yourself, right? And it's the same thing. You keeping them all statutes commandments, it's like you loving your neighbor as yourself. You know what I'm saying? You got that?
Okay. The book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
You should not hate your brother in your heart, man. You should not hate your brother in your heart. Right? Go ahead.
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor.
It says, in any wise, rebuke your neighbor. Don't hate your brother in your heart. You know what I'm saying? Don't have a hatred in your heart for your brother. You know what I'm saying? Don't have a hatred in your heart for your brother. Don't hate your brother in your heart, man. You know what I'm saying? Like have an evil hatred. That's what Cain had. Cain had a hatred in his heart for his brother, man. Right. For his brother Abel. You know what I'm saying? And it grew in him. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And not suffer sin upon him.
When your brother's doing wrong, you gotta correct your brother and not suffer sin upon him. You know what I'm saying? It's like, go ahead.
Verse 18. Thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people.
Right. So like, we missed that part. Yeah, no, keep going. Yeah, keep going.
But thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
Right. So who is your neighbor in this context? Your neighbor is your brother. That's who your neighbor is. Your neighbor is your brother, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what Christ was telling you. When you keep these laws and commandments, it's like you loving your brother, man. You know what I'm saying? Because now you're not gonna steal from your brother. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna murder your brother like Cain did. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna you know what I'm saying? Tell your brother to go worship some devil, to worship Thanksgiving, to worship Molech. You know what I'm saying? Some evil deity, some devil that you got that you learned somewhere. You know what I'm saying? You idolize. Like, you celebrate these other holidays. When I say holidays, these holidays like Christmas and Thanksgiving and Easter, and you tell your brothers to come on over for Thanksgiving. Come on over. That's you showing that you're not showing brotherhood to them. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because you put your life and your brother's life in danger. You understand? Because y'all both now celebrating some demonic holiday, and the Lord has a judgment for it, man. The Lord has a judgment for that, man. You know what I'm saying? Salaki, can you go back to where was we at? Let me get John. 1 John 3 and 14.
Come on, sir. This is 1 John, chapter 3, verse 14. We know that we have passed from death unto life.
Right.
Because we love the brethren.
Right. You love the brethren, right? Because now you don't do that. You don't no longer do those things no more. Right? Go ahead.
He that loveth not his brother abideth in death.
Right. If you don't love your brother, you abide in death, man. You know what I'm saying? You setting yourself up for a judgment, man. Because you don't want to love your brother, man. So guess what? Like when you look at Cain, man, like Cain, the Lord put a mark on Cain, so his judgment is prolonged, right? It's on hold. Right. But it's building up. Like he just adding it up. Like you got a song called adding them up, right?
Yeah. I was scanning this thing.
Like Esau's judgment is just adding up, man. You know what I'm saying? And Cain is the spiritual. Esau is the spiritual manifestation of Cain, man. So his judgment is just adding up, right? And when you get that spirit, man, when you fall under your oppressor, man, he has a great judgment coming, man. You know what I'm saying? And his judgment is going to be so great if you following after him, holding hands with him, trying to cleave on and be like him. That when that sword comes, that sword is coming with power, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Because his judgment is so great. You know what I'm saying? His judgment is coming that's so powerful and so strong. that's gonna shock the entire earth, man. Like even heathens are gonna, when they see the judgment that's gonna come on your oppressor, like even they're gonna want to serve the Lord, man.
Right.
They're gonna put down their heathen gods or their idols, and they're like, no, the God of Israel is the God of the God of the earth, man. You understand what I'm saying? He is the Lord. He's the one and only God. That's what they're gonna say. That's how strong it is. And if you caught up with your oppressor, when that judgment comes, you're gonna get caught up with it. You know what I'm saying? Because you wanted to be like your father, the devil. You want to follow after his ways, man. It's like John 8:44 says, man. You know what I'm saying? You want to be a murderer like him. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be like a murderer like Esau. You don't want to be a murderer like Cain. You understand? Salakia. Let me get verse 15.
Come. Verse 15. Whosoever hated his brother is a murderer.
Right. If you hate your brother like Cain did, then you're a murderer, man. You know what I'm saying? You have hatred towards your brother, towards your nation, man, then you are a murderer, just like Cain was, just like Esau is, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Come, sir. And ye know that no murder had eternal life abiding in him.
Right. Go ahead.
Verse 16. Hereby perceive we the love of God.
Oh, Salakia. Let me hold that. Hold that, and let me get Romans 12 and 10 Bible shot. You know what I'm saying? And this actually goes with let's say we're gonna go back to 14. I'm gonna read it myself. This is 1 John 3 and 14. It says, we know that we have we know that we have passed from death unto life because we love the brethren. Right? I love my brethren because I no longer do the old things like I used to do, man. I no longer follow those ways. And matter of fact, now I prefer brothers who are in the truth. You know what I'm saying? I prefer brothers who want to keep the law, statutes, and commandments.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I prefer brothers that really love the Lord, that really want to serve the Most High God. You know what I'm saying? And fulfill that spirit, that spirit that Christ wanted us to have, man, which is loving our neighbor, loving our brother, man. You know what I'm saying? Salakia, you got Romans 12 and 10.
Come. This is Romans chapter 12, verse 10. Be kindly affectionate one to another.
It says Christ, like Paul's telling you, like you gotta be kind and affectionate to one to another, man. Meaning, like, you know, have love for your brothers, man. Have genuine love for your brothers, man. And you know what I'm saying? Like when brothers, when they come up to each other, like, brother, you good? You get anything? You said, well, I can show you anything. You need a drink? Let me get you a drink. You know what I'm saying? But that's kindly and affection. It's love to one to another, man. You know what I'm saying? We want to take care of one another, man. That's the spirit.
That's right.
We just never knew outside of this truth, man. You know what I'm saying? Because the Christian church is not teaching you that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They don't teach you that. You know what I'm saying? They treat the people who dress the best. They get treated the best, man. They get to sit up front. They get to, you know, they get treated like princes and kings. You know what I'm saying? Who has the most money? Who's gonna pay the biggest tithe? You know what I'm saying? Who has the nice ring? Who has the nice car? Right. You know, whenever a Christian pastor, like in a Christian church, a Christian pastor has you know, they'll mention all his accolades and his degrees and doctorates before they bring him up. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's gonna get treated the best. Oh, we got Pastor Johnson, deacon of doctorate. He's a doctor, and they'll mention all his doctorates and accolades, and he gets treated like he's damn near in the world Barack Obama. You know what I'm saying? Right. When Barack Obama's a Hamite, he's a heathen. You know what I'm saying? But they're treated like, oh, who's this dude? You don't even know who this dude is, man. He don't give a damn about you. You know what I'm saying? Brother, like, you know, in the Christian church, man, these pastors don't care about nobody in the congregation. They really don't care about us, man. But they, you know, they only care about the people who got the coin and the money and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how these pastors make their money. They want the people with the money. Like right now, if you go to what church is that? TD Jakes, right? TD Jakes church, right? If you got to pay like $5,000 to sit up front, something like that. You got to pay like $5,000 to sit in the front row, something crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because they want the people with the money, the people with the coin. That's all they care about. They don't care about the poor. They don't care about so-called Black, Hispanic, Native Americans. They don't care about the U.S. on the bottom, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They are the firstborn of the poor. You know what I'm saying? Because they come from so-called Black, Hispanic, Native Americans. They come from the bottom, but now they're rich. They look down. They look down on us, man. They think they're better than their own people, man. You know what I'm saying? Because now they've chased after the wealth of Esau. You know what I'm saying? They chased after the ways of Esau. You know what I'm saying? Salakia.
I think you got coming.
Oh, you got something to say?
You good. Like, I kind of look at it as like what you saying is heavy. I kind of look at it as like the pastor as the entertainer, and the church builder would be like the venue.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you would pay the money to come see him, and it's like he's an entertainer. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Church
right.
is that piece of celebrity.
No, that's exactly right. Hey, give it up for that brother, man.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Damn right. That's exactly what these Christian pastors are, man. They are entertainers. They are comedians and jokesters.
Right.
Because they're trying to take the position of a priest, but they don't follow the ways of the priest, man.
Right.
They don't follow the ways of the Lord. They despise the law. You know what I'm saying? That's why the Lord says, since you have the Salakia. I'll get it. Hebrews 4, not Hebrews. What scripture is that? Not Hebrews. It's not in Hebrews. It's in the Old Testament. It's forget it. That's no sweat. The Lord said, I'm gonna paraphrase. The Lord said, since you despise the law, you shall be no priest to me. Right? And you despise the laws, you rejected the law, I'm also gonna reject you and your children. You understand what I'm saying? So these pastors out here are just jokes. They just clowns, man. You know what I'm saying? Being the entertainment. People love to go see them. You know what I'm saying? The Lord has built them up. Now they have mega churches, man. One thing is the Christian church has misunderstood about the Bible is that the Lord will build you up just to tear you down. Like, so you might be this great pastor that everybody loves, right? And everybody watches you on your TV. On the TV, you got books were coming out, but the Lord's gonna come visit you. You know what I'm saying? And he's gonna wait till you great and famous before he embarrasses you, man. Right? Actually, Brother Polite. You know what I'm saying? The Lord, Brother Polite was doing all kind of evil stuff when he was barely famous, man. You know, people only knew him in New York. But when he got great and famous, the Lord embarrassed him, man. The Lord tore him down. You understand what I'm saying? That's what's gonna happen. That's what happened to Egypt.
Right.
Egypt, the Lord waited till Egypt was great and strong, a mighty kingdom, right? The Lord waited till that place was good and strong, and he tore it down. America is a strong and mighty country, right? On the earth right now, right? And you think this for no reason. You think that the Lord just loves America. Like God bless America. No. That's how the Lord get down, man. The Lord's gonna wait till you great and strong before he, embarrasses this place in front of the face of the earth. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So you got Romans 12 and 10?
Come on, sir. This is Romans chapter 12, verse 10. Be kindly affectionate one to another with brotherly love.
With brotherly love. Paul was telling you to have brotherly love one to another, right? Go ahead.
In honor, preferring one another.
You know what I'm saying? In honoring, preferring one another, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I prefer to be around my brothers, man. I prefer to be around brothers that want to keep the commandments. You know what I'm saying? The brothers that don't want to celebrate Thanksgiving and sin against God. I'd rather be around brothers that have a spirit of Christ on them.
That's right.
The brothers in the ISPK. You know what I'm saying? Because these are the brothers that actually follow the law. You know what I'm saying? To the T. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you ever tune into a Sabbath service, we follow that law to the T, man. You know what I'm saying? Brothers, we burning incense. You know what I'm saying? We're burning incense. We saying the prayers. The priests are drinking wine. This is everything we're doing is written up in the scriptures. Right. Because we following that law, man. We're doing exactly what Christ did. Right? Some of you will claim to serve be following Christ, but don't do nothing that Christ did. You don't do nothing that priest did. Nothing that the people in the Bible your ancestors did. You know what I'm saying? And this is actually brotherhood, man.
Right.
Doing what the Lord says to do. You know what I'm saying? Keeping those the law. If the God tells you to do something, just understand that it's not only for you. It's for the brotherhood, man. You know what I'm saying? The Christian church will have you doing something, acting, following a selfish spirit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, the Lord sent me a dream, and He says if I just do this, I'll have all this thing for me. This will just be for me, right? But the Lord has given you a vision or given you something to help your brethren, man, to help your nation. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord loves brotherhood, man. The Lord loves brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? He loves the nation of Israel. So, go ahead.
Khan. Verse 11. Not slothful in business.
Right, not slothful in business, right? So, when we get ready to have camp, brothers ain't, brotherhood is when it's time to set up camp, brothers ain't moving slow. You know what I'm saying? We're not moving all slow and stuff like that because we know we got to get stuff done, man. You know what I'm saying? I love my brothers, so I want to make sure I have this thing set up quickly so that we can make sure everything is secure. Make sure my brother's back is taken care of. Make sure anybody walking behind my brother. You know what I'm saying? I'll make sure we get there on time. We get set up quickly. You know what I'm saying? I'm not slothful. I'm not moving all slow. I'm like, oh man, I'm not even paying attention to what's going on. You know what I'm saying? When you're not even paying attention to what's going on, you're looking at the sky, looking at over here what's going on, and you're not being mindful of your brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? That's not brotherhood. You're being slothful in business, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to take care. You got to be ready to take care of business. You know what I'm saying? And when you come to serve the Lord, man. Go ahead.
Come. Verse 11. Not slothful in business.
Right. Go ahead.
Fervent in spirit.
Meaning you on the hop, man. You moving. You know what I'm saying? You are getting stuff done. Why? Because you love your brethren and you love the Lord. Go ahead.
Serving the Lord.
Serving the Lord. This is how you serve the Lord, man. You serve the Lord, man, through brotherhood. Through brotherhood, you serve the Most High God. You know what I'm saying? You serve those, and you keeping those laws and commandments. You know what I'm saying? Therefore, you fulfill those. You fulfill that brotherhood, man. Salaki. Let me get Exodus 20 and 13, Mark Bishop. You know what I'm saying? Because let me going back to that. So when we don't keep these pagan holidays, you know what I'm saying? We don't follow after the ways of Esau. You know what I'm saying? Who is the devil that the Bible speaks of? We don't follow those ways, and we actually fulfilling those laws, statutes, and commandments, man. Like I said from the beginning of this lesson, man. When we keeping those commandments, we are fulfilling the brotherhood, man. When we follow those laws, statutes, and commandments of God, that is the fulfillment of God, a fulfillment of brotherhood. You understand? It's exactly what Christ died for. You know what I'm saying? Christ died so that we can come back and keep those laws, statutes, and commandments. Christ died for brotherhood, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And let me go get an example of that. Let me get you got Exodus 20 and 13, right?
Come.
This is the commandments, right? The laws, brotherhood is all throughout the commandments, right? Go ahead.
This is Exodus chapter 20, verse 13. Thou shalt not kill.
It says what?
Thou shalt not kill.
The Lord told you not to murder your brother, man. You know what I'm saying? The Lord doesn't want us to murder our brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? Like Cain did, like Esau. You know what I'm saying? That's a commandment that the Lord gave us, man. You know what I'm saying? We know it's not talking about when we go to war, because when we had to go to war, we had to kill. You know what I'm saying? Well, so that kill right there is what? That kill right there is talking about murder, man. You know what I'm saying? Not murdering one another, man. You know what I'm saying? Like we've learned in the world. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Verse 14. Thou shalt not commit adultery.
Right. You should not commit adultery. Like, I'm not gonna sleep with another brother's wife. Really?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's evil. That's brotherhood, man. I'm not doing that. I'm not even looking over there. I'm not even lusting at all. You know what I'm saying? Because that is an evil, demonic spirit, man. To hate my brother, to want something that belongs to my brother. You know what I'm saying? This is the spirit of Cain, right? And I'm not following that. Right? Go ahead.
Come, verse 15. Thou shalt not steal.
Like, I'm not gonna steal from my brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna break in my brother's car and steal the stuff out of my brother's car, steal the wallet, steal the credit cards and all that stuff out of there. Nah, man, I love my brother. Nah, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna make sure ain't nobody coming up in that car. I'm gonna make sure ain't nobody wants to take from my brother. You know what I'm saying? If I see my brother's wallet sitting on the counter, I ain't gonna take my brother's wallet.
Right.
Go ahead.
Verse 16. Thou shalt not bear false witness.
I'm not about to be lying on my brother. I ain't about to be, telling stories like, yeah, man, that brother, man, yo, man, you gotta watch that brother because that brother be stealing, man. I mean, that brother be stealing, man. Like, how do you know he be stealing, man? I don't know, man. Like, I mean, I had to come over, man, and I had my wallet on the counter, man, and I couldn't find my wallet, man. I'm like, damn, what happened to my wallet, man? You know what I'm saying? I think that brother stole it, man. So you wasn't sure if that brother stole your wallet? I mean, he might have. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Come to find out it was on the couch. You know what I'm saying? It was on the couch and your son grabbed it off the counter and he playing with it. It found it somewhere in the couch. Now you didn't bear false witness. And now, people thinking your brother's a thief. You know what I'm saying? Because you lied. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Come. Verse 16. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor.
Right. Go ahead.
Verse 17. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house.
Right. Don't be coveting the things that your brother have, man. It's evil. Right. Go ahead.
Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife.
Now, I'm not gonna be looking at my brother. When it says neighbor, it's talking about your brother, man. Right? Go ahead.
Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, nor his manservant.
Right. Nor his manservant, maidservant, or manservant. Go ahead.
Nor his maidservant.
Right. Nor his maidservant. Go ahead.
Nor his ox.
Nor his ox.
Nor his ass.
Nor his ass, his donkey.
Nor anything that is thy neighbor's.
In the spirit of that, because we don't own oxen and we don't have maids and things like that right now. So I'm not gonna be trying to get the things that my brother that belong to him, man. You know what I'm saying? It's the spirit that your oppressor has, man. You can be spying and looking at what you got over there and ready to steal from you, man. Ready to slay you for it, man. You know what I'm saying? It's the spirit of the devil, and you don't want to have that spirit. You don't want to follow after the ways of your oppressor, man. You know what I'm saying? So now we're gonna add to that too. Not add to it, but man. Let me get Exodus 20 and 3.
Come. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 3. Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
Like when you celebrate Thanksgiving and Easter and Christmas and like that, the Lord's telling you from the commandment, man, from the first commandment. He's telling you shouldn't have no other gods before me. When you celebrate these pagan holidays, you put the God before the Lord, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You putting other gods before the Most High God, right? And what you're doing is you're not having brotherhood, man. Right. It's not brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you trying to get your brothers to eat and drink and celebrate these demonic holidays together. You know what I'm saying? Your mom don't know no better too. You know what I'm saying? Your mom is telling you, oh, you want to celebrate Thanksgiving. Well, you need to love your family. But I love y'all, but I'm not gonna go eat ham and I'm not gonna go celebrate Thanksgiving with y'all. I'm not about to do that, man. Because I love my brother, and I don't want to do that because I know that if I do that, then the next time I might camp, the next time I'm with my brother, the Lord might come and judge me and take my brothers with me because I chose not to keep the commandments, man. You know what I'm saying? Like for example, if the Lord, say if you get judged, right? Because you was not keeping the commandments, and you in the car with all your brothers, and the Lord decided to just destroy that whole car. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? Well, it happens like that because all your brothers was in the car with him. He was judged because his brothers were judged because of what he was doing, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get an example of that. You know what I'm saying? Let me get Joshua chapter 7, Baruch Shah. You understand what I'm saying?
If I could, before we get to this verse,
no sweat.
Man, this scripture is heavy because our forefathers broke the last covenant because of Exodus 20:3. That's where they failed at. And what are we doing today? We sitting here worshiping money, cars, clothes, jewelry. We putting all this nonsense before the Most High. We need to stop looking for that slice of the pie, man. And start worrying about following all the laws, statutes, commandments, which brotherhood is primarily one of the top ones. Like Christ said, the second of the greatest. Love thy neighbor.
That's right.
Slap.
No, you swap. And you said something pretty heavy. I was about to pull another one, but let me go ahead and get that. Get Joshua 7.
Verse 1?
Not verse 1. Let me see 1 second. Let me get Joshua. Let's get it. One of the last. Chapter 7. 1 second. Let me get Joshua 7 and let me get 7 and 15. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, right there too. I'm with it.
No, sweat. You know what I'm saying? This is Joshua 17, 7 and 15. Like, this is what the priest about to bring out. Like, this is an example of if you, or I'm not gonna say you, of a brother not following the commandment of God and causing danger to come upon his brothers. You know what I'm saying? Right. Joshua and the Israelites, your ancestors, so-called Black Hispanic Native Americans, were getting ready to go on war to take a city, right? But they were told not to take anything that belongs to the city because it is accursed, right? So let me get that, Brother Bishop.
Shalom Khan. It's the book of Joshua, chapter 7, verse 15. And it shall.
My bad. Let me get 7 and 11.
Shalom Khan. This is the book of Joshua, chapter 7, verse 11. Israel had sinned, and they have also transgressed my covenant, which I commanded them.
Right. So the Lord told them not to go into when they go into this city and they take not take. But when they go in there to take the city, don't take any of the valuables and the things. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to take. When you see that they might have garments and things like that, gold and chains and like that. Don't go in there and be like, oh, I like that chain. I like that over there. You know what I'm saying? We done took the city. I mean, we didn't. We wanted the city. Let's go and take their stuff, man. When the Lord told you not to do that, you know what I'm saying? Don't go do that. Why? Because the Lord, when you do those things, when you transgress the law, such commandments, you put your brothers in danger. You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep these commandments. You know what I'm saying? I'll jump again. Sorry, go ahead.
No sweat. Kano Khan, verse 11. You want me to start over or keep going?
No. Yeah, verse 11. That's the one.
All right. Israel had sinned, and they have also transgressed my covenant, which I commanded them.
Good.
For they have even taken of the cursed thing,
right,
and have also stolen and dissembled also, and they have put it even among their own stuff.
See, they went in there and they took the things they took the things that they seen in the city, and they put it amongst their own stuff. Now let me give you the commandment that the Lord gave, man. Right? I'm gonna start at 17, but I'll read it. You know what I'm saying? So Joshua 6 and 17, right? It says, I'm sorry here. Yeah, and the city shall be accursed, even it, and all that are therein, to the Lord. Only Rahab the harlot shall live. She, and all that are with her in the house, because she hid the messengers that we sent. Verse 18, and ye in any wise keep yourselves from the accursed thing, lest ye make yourselves accursed, when ye take of the accursed thing, and make the camp of Israel a curse, and trouble it. Right? So if you like, the Most High God said, don't take none of those, take none of the valuables. Don't take the silver and the gold. You know what I'm saying? Don't take the garments and things like that. The Lord gave a commandment, you know what I'm saying, to Israel, and if brothers transgress against that commandment, then they're gonna trouble the children of Israel. They're gonna trouble the camp. They're gonna trouble the brotherhood. You understand? Now let's go back to, let me see. So we're about to end the class, so we're gonna try to, for time's sake. Let's go back down to verse 15 now, right?
From 7 to 15?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, go to let me get select one second. All right, yeah, let me get verse 15.
Come. This is Joshua chapter 7, verse 15.
So for time's sake, so they end up going to war, and let's say like 30 brothers died in the war, right? Like 30 or so brothers died. 36, I think it might have been 36 brothers died in the war. You understand what I'm saying? And normally when we go to war, if brothers keep the commandments, nobody died. Nobody even got a scratch. You understand what I'm saying? But when we not keeping the commandments, then brothers, you are putting your brotherhood in danger, man.
Right.
And sometimes it might not even be you the one who committed the transgression. You know what I'm saying? You putting other brothers in danger. You know what I'm saying? And you not even the one getting judged.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Well, you getting judged, but you made it so that your brothers died because you didn't want to keep the commandments. Your other brothers paid for your crimes, man. That's right. You understand what I'm saying? It's another cut for fake Israelites when they say, well, you know, it says, I think it says, and I said, well, a brother won't die for another man's sins. That's a cut right there, because this is in the scriptures. Brothers died when they didn't keep the law, statutes, commandments of the Lord. Other brothers died, not the ones who committed the crime. But we'll get that in a second. Go ahead.
This is Joshua chapter 7, verse 15. And it shall be that he that is taken with the accursed thing shall be burnt with fire. And he and all that he had.
Right, good.
Because he had transgressed the covenant of the Lord. And because he had wrought folly in Israel.
Right. So most of our guys telling you how to take care of this, man. Because some brothers when they went into the city, they stole some things that they went to. They stole the accursed thing that was gonna make the whole camp accursed. You know what I'm saying? Yes, they've caused the Lord not to be with us. You know what I'm saying? The Lord ain't gonna be with us because somebody wants to not keep the commandments. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Verse 16. So Joshua rose up early in the morning and brought Israel by the tribes. And the tribe of Judah was taken. Verse 17. And he brought the family of Judah. And he took the family of Zerhabak. And he brought the family of Zerhites, man by man. And Zebdi was taken. Verse 18. And he brought his household man by man. And Achan, the son of Carmi, the son of Zebdi, the son of Zerah, and of the tribe of Judah was taken.
Now, so Joshua he took the people who stole the things, right? And they confessed. Now let's go ahead and get the confession in 21, right?
Verse 21. When
matter of fact, start at 20 by percent.
Verse 20. How you say his name?
Achan.
Okay. Verse 20. And Achan answered Joshua and said, indeed, I have sinned against the Lord God of Israel. And thus have I done. Verse 21. When I saw among the spoils a goodly Babylonish garment and 200 shekels of silver, and a wedge of gold of 50 shekels weight. Then I covered them and took them, and behold, they are hid in the earth in the midst of my tent, and the silver under it.
See? Now take a look at that, man. Now look, this is what happened, man. These brothers, the brother went over there and he saw the Babylonish garment. He saw 200 shekels of silver and a wedge of gold, right, of 50 shekels weight. And he stole that thing. He's like, man, they ain't gonna need it. We didn't already work that. Might as well just keep this stuff in there, I mean, I know the Lord said don't do that, but it is pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? So he kept that stuff and transgressed the commandment of God, man, and ended up getting his brethren killed in the war, man. In the next war they went into, man. The Lord wasn't with them. You know what I'm saying? This is why it's so important for brotherhood to follow. Well, it's so important to follow what the Lord has given out, man. The Lord gave us these laws, statutes, and commandments to follow them, so that we can fulfill this brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? This make you think about your brothers. Keeping those commandments is thinking about your brothers, man. Right. Thinking about the safety and the love for your brothers. Like if you're not keeping the commandments, it's kind of showing you how much love you have for your brothers. You know what I'm saying? Like one thing you gotta understand too. When Christ said, "Love your brother as you do yourself," if you don't even keep the commandments, and you knowing the Lord is going to destroy them that don't keep the commandments, you know what I'm saying? That don't keep the law, statutes, and commandments, then that means you don't love yourself. So if you don't love yourself, then how can you love your own brother? How can you love your brothers if you're not even going to keep the commandments your own self? Now, when you read the rest of the chapter, what happened to those brothers that didn't keep the commandments? The Lord killed them, man. Right? The Lord had the children of Joshua and the children of Israel to stone them and burn them. You know what I'm saying? That's what they did. Joshua did exactly. That's it, Joseph. It's like Joshua did exactly what the Lord told him to do, and was to judge them, man, for not keeping that brotherhood, not following those laws, statutes, commandments that the Lord gave out, man. And I think that's it, man. With that, this is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. You understand? We're gonna get the security announcements. So in the class, you got security announcements?
I got it, sir.
All right, most sign Christ. What?
ISUPK security announcements. We are the ISUPK, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They're to be saluted only. They're here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, which can be found in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, in the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. Means 10th in the Hebrew. Ma'asher, 10% of every penny or any increase the Lord gives you. Give to Treasury Department or teacher. Priest funds, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations.
All right, upcoming holy convocations. Yeah, sure. Sign Christ to what? So upcoming holy convocations is the feast of dedication, Hanukkah. It is the 25th day of the 9th month by the space of 8 days. Right? It will begin Sunday, the 28th of November, 2021, for 8 days. You can read about it in 1 Maccabees in the Apocrypha, chapter 4, verse 52 through 61. All right.
remind Akim and Aqua to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to become a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. Passing the class back to Officer LaCroix.
No sweat. No sign of Christ. Hey, the water, Trooper Yahaja, that was perfect, you know what I'm saying? And the water for your reading, you know what I'm saying? I did a great job. And, you know, you got Officer Maki, you know, you was dropping some heavy things. So the water for that. And the water for Officer Razan, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? For tuning in, you know what I'm saying? And with that, we're going to go ahead and end class. You know what I'm saying? I want to say Shalom, Yahweh, Hashem, Yahshua, Barakatah to all the brothers out there. Brotherhood. We love y'all, brothers. And we're going to end the class with a UPK song, man. UPK banger, man. You know what I'm saying? We're going to send y'all off right. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Shalom, Akim, Yahweh, Hashem, Yahshua, Barakatam.
Yeah, you already know what time it is. You understand? UPK, One West in the Command Junior High to all my brothers. We rolling through. You understand? Cause these niggas weak. These niggas don't know what to do. You see these soldiers beside me, standing in all black with them shields on posts, watching. They all my brothers.
Gold is precious, but loyalty is private. Harm on the mind might leave you lifeless. Wrong with this shit, I'ma need a diapers. Endure through any crisis, cause all my niggas righteous, all politics with vipers. Cowards fold, real niggas hold rank, stand for what they believe in, won't compromise a day. Never harmonize with traitors, do not affiliate with impersonators. You cross the line, you gon' catch the vapors. My niggas strong, no chase. Them other niggas sweet like annihilators. Tank full of brown sugar like annihilate. Every time I move, a righteous demonstration. All I deny is Satan. My brother's glorious, true warriors. The labor swore down the death sentence. Can't stop till we notorious. Thrown in my way with a supreme audience. Proud ass nigga get exiled. No loitering around my brothers.
Yeah, you already know what it is. 144 back again, UPK style, putting it down for my brothers. And I roll with straight soldiers.
That's
you
right.
See them niggas with them shields
That's
and
right.
the fatigues and them boots. They my brothers. We gon' rule it on the king on the stand. We gon' rule this bitch at all costs. Nigga, we gon' take this from them crackers.
That's right.
That's
That's
right.
right. That's
Take it
right.
to the
That's
ground.
right.
And
That's
we gon'
right.
eat
That's
and
right.
drink. Me and all
My
my
prayer like the ladder house. You can't blend with my men, nigga. I can tell you fake from your treacherous mouth. Claiming God is all love, we don't believe that. Give a damn about your 2 cents. Fuck your feedback. I give it all for my brothers, they deserve it. No excuses for my niggas. They striving to be perfect. Sacrifice whatever form, they never owe it. You be cake, we click tight like Sweet Pea and Joe. Endure to the end, it's what a wise man told me. Licking from the top shelf, but I spit it with the load. 144, nigga, everybody know me. All I ever wanted was revenge, fuck a road. Say you down for the cause, gotta show me. Stand tall and do not blush. Remain calm when the danger pop up. Flow deep like David Jones locker. More bars than Central Locker. No competition, only glory in the distance for my brothers.